Day 2 at the London Card Show. Really cool stuff, and it's more affordable than you would think. We're gonna be set up today. No good, no bueno. Hopefully buy a lot, make some sales, 700 pounds clean.
I wouldn't want to do 70% of the curries.
I'm excited, let's get into it. It's 101. I'll hold off on these ones, literally a piece of history.
Yeah, I'm back.
There's enough Star Wars. I mean, I do.
I comped them out in dollars, I apologize. If I was to pay cash, I have pounds, I would want to do 80% of that. So total was $407, 342 pounds. I would want to pay 273 pounds for everything without the Leclerc. Yeah, that's fine, you want to do that? Cool. Thank you, appreciate you working with me. Hey, how's it going, man? I'll probably hold off on these ones for right now. Couldn't really find any exact comps on this one, but because of this one, I'd want to value it around $60. And then this one, the Merlin Green, it's $75. I'd want to be around $100 on it. No worries either way, but that's just kind of what I was seeing. Just this one, 38. I would do 40 clean, but I think that would be, yeah. Cool. Thank you, man. How's it going?
Good, how are you? Should we have a look?
Take a look. That's nasty.
I've got the whole rainbow of that as well.
101 Tyler Hero. Wow. The Jovic. I'm a big Jovic guy. I like Jovic. He has potential, honestly.
Yeah, Bosch and Mello for a 10. You know.
It's nice. I like Hawkes too.
One random baseball card in there. I don't know if you do.
There you go. All right.
Yogi Berra.
The Jersey Fusion. I'm not going to comp every one of these out, obviously, because we don't have 3 hours. This stack right here was the one that I was like $5 off. These ones, I was generally a little lower on, so I'd want to tick a little bit off of these.
Okay.
The only ones I felt we really needed to talk about was kind of this stack right here, because they're more expensive. For the Curry, 403. Yeah. This one, a PSA 9, did 80. And then the Bam and Cade, once again, I'm pretty confident in these ones. They're exact comps at $20. This one's like $19.
I'm fine with either of them.
So I comped these ones out, and then I got $779. It's gonna be work to move these, right? I mean, you know. In general, on bulk cards like this, I would pay about like 70%. So like 700 pounds clean is the number I would like to be at.
I wouldn't want to do 70% of the curry.
Yeah.
I'd do 90% of the curry if you're okay with that. Just because it's hard PC for me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to shift it, I want it to be roughly what it's worth.
For sure.
I'd imagine if you're going to find someone for it, it's going to be someone out who loves it or you'll keep it.
So that would be 780 pounds.
I'll do 8.
8. Yeah, I can do that. Cool. Appreciate it, man. Crazy basketball a lot. I mean, Curry National Treasures patch. It's almost all low-numbered stuff. Some of it is like really nice stuff. Paolo Silver, I can grade that. That's a lot of upside. Darren Fox, purple color match.
It's really nice setting up as a dealer because a lot of deals walk up to you, and usually you can buy at a pretty good margin. But the downside is, a lot of times you miss out on some great deals at other people's tables because you're busy at yours all day. So to try not to miss any opportunities out there, I recruited my girlfriend Lily to go around and do some buying for me. And this one was personal for her, as we tried this about a year ago when we first started dating, and it didn't go so well.
I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I feel bad.
But 1 year later, with a lot more card knowledge, she was determined to finally make her first great deal.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm a little jet lagged. I slept like 2.5 hours last night, so we're gonna leave it up to you again. 60, 80, 100 pounds is a solid amount.
100 pounds?
Anything good, and you're gonna be armed.
That's my accent.
This time, we did this before, and she didn't know how to look up comps.
I really went in cold. I haven't learned much since then, but maybe a little.
Armed. Don't get worked too bad, but find something cool. We'll probably.
Let me ask you first, what are you looking for? And then I'll try to buy that.
Big soccer names, so like Messi, Ronaldo, Jude.
Yep.
Maybe Mbappe, Holland. Stuff, so this is gonna be for Whatnot. I'll give them the inside scoop, I'll give you the inside scoop.
Okay.
Things that look like very valuable, very fun, very unique. I'll leave you to it, you got it.
I'm excited. Let's do it. Hi, I'm Troy's girlfriend.
I was like, I recognize that.
I'm coming to you to get some tips for someone just starting out.
The safest way is always buy what you like, but then go for like case hits, the Caboons, the Mangas, colour wheels, national landmarks, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And go for the names that you've heard of.
Okay, that's good advice.
Armed with even more tips and knowledge from our friend Martin over there, Lily set off to the big showroom to hopefully find her card. She had the right info, she was on the right path, and I was hopeful she would get it done.
She's got a lot of Bellingham cards, which I'm liking. I don't know. This decision's kind of hard because I have to see something that really pops out. Thank you. These kind of, both fit criteria for what we're looking for. They're both 75 pounds. As you can see, this same card sold for $25 in like recently on May 10th. I feel like I could probably pass on these. This could be cool. We got a PSA 10 Wemby.
So what about 120 for both?
Well, I'm doing a challenge. I have 100 pounds, so I was gonna see where this landed.
Yeah, of course.
If there's one thing about Lily I know is she's very patient. She's not gonna force it or rush into anything. She was gone for a while. I was like, okay, I kind of need my phone back at this point, but eventually she came across a table where she felt like she was ready to make the deal.
I kind of want a Jude, but this also, there's no comps really.
No, not really, no.
Do you mind pulling this for me too? You would maybe do this for 100 pounds?
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Brilliant, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
All right, we did it. I took your advice. I couldn't find comps online. I ended up spending 100 pounds on this.
How much?
No, really? Did I get got? I got.
To an extent.
Okay.
No.
No.
That's a 9. 10, $85.
Oh no.
So they got you for $35.
Okay, I know now where I made my mistake.
Well, let's see.
Tell me where I made my mistake.
That's not the worst deal in the world. What was the last comp? You had the phone the whole time.
I looked up I couldn't find the right comps. It sold for $91.
Well, you found it after the fact.
Yeah, because I went up to Martin.
You know what? I will say Jude is a very hot name. There's not a ton of these sitting on eBay, so at least there's some upside there. Each time we just keep improving. That's what matters.
All right, good segment. Bye.
So obviously that did not go to plan, but the funniest thing was this same exact card that she bought, I had a copy at home, and literally while we were walking back from the show, I got an offer on eBay for $105 for it. So I was like, you know what? It made it a little bit, not quite as bad of a deal. So at least I was happy about that.
Hey, how's it going?
Could you help? Hey, would you
Oh.
something like this one of one?
Yeah, so there's not really any, obviously there's no comps on it.
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, I would probably say around like $500 or $600.
Are you interested at all? Less than that, obviously.
Yeah, probably not, just because it's hard to price it, right? But it's a really nice card.
You sure?
So I'll just tell you what's going through my head. The out of 8, out of 5 did 200, and it's score, so it's worth a tiny bit less. It's 1-1, so I'd want to pay $200-ish, which I know is pretty low, but because I would just have to resell it, and I feel like I'm taking a little bit of a risk. Dollars, 160, 170.
We do 180. I got a few other stuff as well, but I don't know if you'd be interested.
I'll take a look. The Pele's cool. Do you know what you're asking on the Pele? Out of 15 did 83, out of 5 134. So I think it's probably worth like 50, 60 bucks. I couldn't pay you that strong on this. It'd be like 40 pounds. So it'd be like 220.
I can do 220 if you want.
Okay, cool.
There's a pretty big spread from what I initially thought the card was worth and what I end up offering. This is because the initial number I threw out was just off the top of my head. I checked comps and saw that I was off on value, but to be clear, I wasn't looking to pay 50% of the card's actual value.
All right, another fun pickup, Saka 101 Pele Futera. So this is a game-worn patch from the 1960s. A lot of people don't know about Futera. It's unlicensed, but it's really cool stuff, and it's more affordable than you would think, right? Like this is like a $50, $60 card, and it's literally a piece of history.
This was my first time properly picking up a nice Futera card like this, and the company actually had a presence at the show. So when they found out I picked up a nice Pele patch card, they were nice enough to come over and tell me a little bit about the history and the making of this card.
You know, with this card, well, with all of our memorabilia cards, we go to great lengths to kind of tell collectors where the piece of memorabilia within the card is from.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like just that transparency. Whenever people talk about the hobby, they want to know where it's from. Like a lot of times you guys even have this specific match on there, right? Like
the lengths that we go to be able to validate where things are from.
Yeah.
It won't get through our QC process unless we can say for sure it's from this match. You know, there's a lot that goes into that. There's a little bit of naivety sometimes of what it actually entails to create a card collection.
For sure.
But let me tell you, like the work that we do to make sure that we validate that.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not in like the match worn space, but I've seen a couple of videos and stuff. they go and they count the number of like dots. Like on the Barcelona kits, they were looking at like some Messi stuff, and apparently the way the design is, it's printed differently even between the matches. So they'll count like, okay, from Messi's shoulder, the dot should hit like this. Like the amount of detail that goes into verifying this stuff is insane. Awesome, thank you, man. If I'm taking trade on that, it would have to be like liquid stuff, you know what I mean? Like Messi, Ronaldo, or like another Rook Tatum, like that kind of stuff, you know?
That's always over there, like, I've got it all laid out.
Oh, really? Okay. We need some content, so we'll head over there. Yeah, let's do it.
There's also this one here as well.
I've got some room on this one too, so don't worry. I think I might hold off on a trade for right now, but I appreciate you showing me everything.
Honestly, the reason I didn't complete that trade is I just didn't have the brain power to figure it out. We were burnt out after a long weekend in London, and me and Brian resorted to taste testing local British foods instead of actually making deals.
No good? No bueno? All right, guys, that's a wrap from the London Card Show. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.